Hi everyone, welcome to the vlog of Rhonda's Readings. Thanks for tuning in. Well, hopefully you've seen my recipe for happiness. I've had some really positive comments and thank you so much to all the people who've sent in their photos of their recipe for happiness. So they've all made Rocky Road and they've all eaten it as quickly as my husband and I did. Today's vlog is inspired by the coronavirus. If you're at home in quarantine mode and you're a little bored, then I suggest that you decide to bake or cook or be a little adventurous in the kitchen. Now, it's not something as exciting as bat soup. Guy at the shop couldn't help me. I went to an Asian shop anyway. I looked for just something unusual to cook. I do like cooking and I do like baking, but I wanted to cook something unusual. So I've actually got this bamboo hap, little cake things. The reason why I chose that is because they're pretty and pink. I like pink. And there's an unusual recipe that is fermented cassava. So I took a while to actually find some cassava and eventually have it. It's here, grated cassava. It turns out it's actually a vegetable. It's like a tubular. Is it a potato-based starchy sort of vegetable I'm gathering? Yeah, starchy sort of thing. Anyway, so I was really excited. I'm adventurous and tried a new recipe and I found cassava because I didn't know what it was. Then I looked to the bottom of the box. I don't know if you can read that. It says, tip, should you not wish to use fermented cassava, you could do so by reducing water used by 100 ml. So yeah, that's a bit ordinary. I went and found cassava and then found out that I didn't need to use it. But anyway, for the sake of making this recipe, we're going to use fermented cassava. So let's get started. Okay, so here are the ingredients. You obviously need a bowl and a sifter. This is the packet. It's got a cake mix and a little tub of yeast, or not tub, but little bag of yeast. We have the grated cassava. We don't need much of it, so God knows what we're going to do with the rest of it. And we've got some water and we've got some little cupcake trays, which we actually put the mixed ingredients in and then we steam them. So that's how it works. And this is our steamer. So we actually usually cook dim sum in this. We actually make our own pot stickers and that sort of thing. We do a lot of different sorts of ingredients. But for the sake of this purpose, we're steaming cakes. What are they called? We're steaming bamboo pap cakes. So there you go. Just following the instructions, we're beating 200 grams of the fermented cassava in, 200 grams of the fermented cassava in with 400 ml of water. So I've just got the scales there and I'm measuring out 200. Okay, so it doesn't look very appetizing. No wonder I don't know what this thing is because I haven't bought it before. And it actually smells pretty bad as well. Luckily you don't have smell on YouTube. So 200 grams of this stuff. That looks pretty ordinary. Okay, it doesn't even want to come out. Oh, it's stuck to the lid. Okay. So that's my 200 grams of fermented cassava and I'm adding 400 ml of water to that, which I don't need to continue weighing. And then I need to beat that using a fork or spoon until a fine mash texture is achieved, then sift. Okay, so I'm just beating that now. So I'm looking for a fine mash texture. Okay, yeah, it's kind of coming along. And then I need to sift it and throw away the dregs. Still doesn't look and smell that nice. So fingers crossed the pink cakes look good. Alright, so I'm going to sift it now. so my husband's just helping me. Alright, so just going to tip it in. Alright, so that's come out nice and easily. There's not too many dregs, so that's okay. Okay, so that's bits of fermented cassava that we don't want. I'm going to tip that back in this one. And then we're going to add the fondant steamed rice cake mix, which is this bag. Still not pink. I'm not sure where the pink comes from. Anyway, so I'm adding that whole mixture. Very technical, guys. Okay. And I also need to add fermented yeast. Okay, so I'm adding yeast to that. So they're obviously going to steam and they're going to rise. Alright, so I'm going to sift this one again. Wow, it's pretty impressive fumes coming out in terms of the appearance of it and the smell of it. So I'm not too excited about tasting it. With this recipe for adventure, I'm certainly not going to be licking the bowl, so there's no chance of that. Okay, so mixing this one up. I meant to use a spatula, but I've got this, so that's what's happening. So for any chefs out there or anyone who watches MasterChef, I'm probably not holding the instruments properly or doing things properly or in a technical way. Feel free to comment below, that's okay. I can't promise I'm going to consider your advice, but I'll keep it in mind. Alright, so this is kind of the beated cassava, diluted cassava, and then the fondant rice cake cupcake mix and yeast. And I do have to sift this one again. So we'll do that. Not sure how to describe the smell. It's a little sweet and a little sour and a little bit of something else that I can't identify the smell of, is what it smells like. I'll pour it in now, so it's the same deal, getting rid of the dregs. Oh, it looks... So there's not many dregs really. Oh yeah, a little bit. Some things I haven't... Okay, so it's going to be like that until it's not. Alright, so... Okay, there's more dregs. Alright, so... Definitely not licking this bowl, I can tell you. So just before my husband takes it away, I'm going to put the strainer back in. So yeah, there's some dregs, so getting rid of that. Rice cup cake batter into every cup, 5cm diameter ceramic Chinese teacup. Well, I don't have that, so I'm just going to use these. If you imagine that this is a ceramic Chinese teacup. So I do that until all the batter is used. Fill every cup until full. Put all of the cups into the steamer. All must be steamed right away since yeast will work optimum for only a short period of time. So great punctuation with this. Okay, so then steam for about 18 minutes. During steaming, do not open the lid. And then lift cups out of the steamer, let them cool until the rice cupcake can be taken out of the cup, ready to serve. Okay, so let's go. Let's try to pour this into the rice cupcake mixture. Okay, what I'm going to do after I've poured each one is give it to my husband, who's going to then put it in the steamer. I'm doing a really thorough job because I'm getting stuff on my hands. Okay, so I think I'm just going to pour a little bit less in each one because I'm overfilling it and overflowing it, so it's going in my hand. Okay, is that one better? Yeah? Okay, I've got the nod of approval from my husband who's in the background helping. Okay, So that's another one. Thank you. Alright, so how many is that so far? Is it 4?
Yeah.
I didn't actually see how many it makes. Oh, that was a little bit full, sorry. Let's just have a look at the box and see how many it makes. Did it say? No, it didn't say how many is made. There's only 3 on the thing, but well, I've got 4 already, so obviously it makes more than 3. Okay. Alright, there we go. So this was a supermarket in Top Ryde, I think it was. Was it Top Ryde? No, Hornsby. Hornsby, I got this. So this recipe, again, is inspired by my friend Rachel. So my recipe for happiness was inspired by Rachel, because she kindly made me some Rocky Road. This was a recipe I purchased from the shop when I was with Rachel, because we were talking about cooking, and we both had a discussion about what cassava is, and we both googled it and were still confused. Okay, so alright, so it's making a lot of the stuff. I can kind of see the pink colour now. I know that I've got red cupcake things, but I can see the pink colour in the solution as well. Okay, so that's all of them for now that have been steamed. Okay, so this is the steaming process. We've actually got the little cupcakes in there, if you can see it. We've got the lid, and we're just steaming it for 18 minutes. So we'll keep you posted. Alright, so the cakes have been steaming for 18 minutes, and I'm really excited to have a look at. I just want to see exactly how pink they are, because remember the batter started turning pink, but the packet showed a really pink cake. So let's have a look at how they turned out. Okay, they turned out a bit flat. So there you go. So I've actually tried steaming 2 ones, and we've also tried this one. Okay, that's kind of a little bit better, I guess. It's not great, but a little bit better. Okay, so I'm just going to try one of them and see how I go. And what I think we'll do, so with all of that batter, there's actually about half the mixture left. So what we're going to do is we're going to steam them in bowls instead of cupcake patty holders, because that was obviously crap. So, okay, so I'll just give that a go. Okay, so just for comparison, this is the cake that I made, and this is the colour of the batter. So that's the rest of the batter. We're going to steam it in the bowls instead of this. But I will actually try the cake. Oh my god, it doesn't feel that good. It's a bit hard with one hand. I'm just trying to pick up the cake, which just is really a bit weird. Okay, so just for the taste test, I'm going to try the bit of cake. Oh, it really doesn't smell that. Smell like appetizing. Well, it is a recipe for adventure, so we'll give it a go. It doesn't taste as bad as it smells. My husband's going to do the same. What?
Oh, it tastes okay. It's just a bit of a interesting texture.
Yeah, it's just, I don't
Doesn't
really
look like the photos at all.
Yeah, it doesn't. I mean, the photos just are pretty misleading. Yeah, so here's a little bit more. No, I won't be making that again. Okay, so that was definitely an adventure in making that. So anyway, we've got the bowls left, so we're going to steam the bowls just for the sake of finishing it off, and maybe it's going to be a bit different because the picture actually showed that it sort of puffed up, which mine definitely didn't. So okay, all right, yeah, we'll do those and see how they look. Okay, so here's for take two. We've got them in bowls now instead. That's the first one. Second one. Thank you. So we're just going to steam these two now. Basically cooking the same way, but in a bowl instead of a cupcake holder, so hopefully it's going to hold the shape. And what we're hoping to do is create a darker pink colour that was shown on the packet, and hopefully it's going to fluff up at the sides like it was on the packet. Okay, so we're just having a look now. It's pretty close to 18 minutes. Oh, that is pinker. And it seems to have fluffed up a bit because it stayed, the volume stayed in the bowl. So that seems a bit better. Okay, so that's that one. And we've still got the other one cooking over here. So we're going to have a look at this one as well. Yeah, that's very pink as well. So it looks better, that looks good. So we'll give them a try. Okay, so we've got that off the steamer and we're letting it cool. So just here is it. Okay, so we're just going to try that. So it's a little bit fluffier than the other one, so that's a bit better. Alright, so we're just going to try that. So there we go. It's a little bit pinker. Oh, it tastes better. So my husband's going to try it as well. Yeah, it's a bit hot.
That's very light, much better.
Yeah, much better. So the others went to God after the rubbish bin. I ate a little bit of it and then I didn't want any more. But yeah, this looks much more like a cake. Yeah, I still don't love it, but it's okay. Yeah, okay. And I forgot to mention, happy St. Patrick's Day, everyone. It's very exciting. Not much is going on socially because not many people are outside. Everyone's still at home in quarantine. So happy St. Patrick's Day. I've got Irish heritage myself, obviously Rhonda Kelly. My granddad, a beautiful, beautiful man, believed in leprechauns. So whenever I hear of St. Patrick's Day, I get excited and I imagine that I'm talking to Granddad about leprechauns and I'm seeing little leprechauns. So that's what St. Patrick's Day means for me. Obviously, grocery stores in Australia are out of toilet paper, sanitizer, hand towels, tissues, all sorts of things, even flour, pasta. It's ridiculous. You can't buy much. But I'd just like to say that instead of hand sanitizer, we've actually got mouth sanitizer. So this is inspired by St. Patrick's Day, something to keep the germs away. So my husband and I are enjoying our mouth sanitizer. Okay, so this is the one that didn't work out. Looks like it's just drained through. So let's see if there's any pink stuff underneath. Yes, which there is. Okay, I think I'll just throw that out. I think I can do without eating that. But yeah, it looks very pink. Looking at the pink bits. That's disgusting. That smell stinks. It smells worse than it looks, guys. Oh, don't lick your fingers. Oh. So just a final glimpse of the cake. So it's broken open a bit and it's fluffed up, which is what it's meant to do. So there you go. That's our cake. It looks like it looked on the cover. So thank you for watching till the end, guys. I hope you enjoyed my recipe for adventure. I love adventure. Unfortunately, I didn't love this recipe. I don't think I'll be buying cassava again in a hurry. But anyway, I gave it a go. So happy St. Patrick's Day, everyone. I hope you've got your special Irish medicine to keep you going and keep the virus at bay. Stay safe, be well. I'll see you soon. Bye.